psychological adjusting problem, because sometime very early in our life we decided to live in these three boxes. The first box of learning, which starts from 0 and goes on up to 20 to 25 plus. Second, box of work, which starts from 20, 25 plus and goes on up to 65 plus. Third, the box of leisure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Today I have to persuade you, if you want to live a life without stress, do not live in these three boxes. And second, if you want to live a happy life, believe in your Superman, your first hero. When we are in the box of work, what is important to us? Money, power, status, prosperity. This is what we aspire for, and this is what we get. The more we get, the more happier we are. This is what I call success E, or externally recognized success. This is one type of success. Then we enter the box of leisure. In this box, if we have to enjoy, our psychological position has to change. What we have to enjoy has to be something different. In this box, success is through creativity, autonomy, and integrity. This is what I call internally recognized success, because others do not know how much you enjoy. Only you know how much you enjoy creativity. Only you know how much you enjoy autonomy and integrity. Let me tell you my experiences in these three boxes. Sorry, not three, two boxes. When I was a child, about 5 years old, obviously money, power, status was not important to me. What was important to me was creativity. My teacher gave me a crayon and a paper, and I was asked to draw an elephant. It only looked like an elephant to me and my mother, because it was a creative elephant. When my father's friends came, or when my father's boss came to my house, I was asked to sing Baba Black Ship. I never sang. But when my ayah came, I sang Baba Black Ship, Jack and Jill, Maria the Little Lamb. Why? Because I had values. Like every child, I had values, but this is for a very short period. I was now 10 years old, and I remember, I used to tell my mother, I don't like this tie, I don't want to wear a tie. And do you know what my mother said? If you don't wear a tie, you won't be successful like your dad. You won't go in an air-conditioned car to the office. And if you don't wear a tie, you won't go to school and you won't be successful. But if you don't wear a tie, you'll become a servant and you'll have to wash utensils like your servant. Poor me, I had only two choices. Wear a tie and become successful like my dad, or don't wear a tie and wash utensils. This is how I sacrifice my autonomy. Similarly, I had to sacrifice my creativity. I loved playing the flute. And one day my father came and snatched the flute from me. He said, flute you play during your vacation. Now mathematics is very important. You have to score high marks. Admission is very important. Life is competitive. I realized I have to adjust to some people in terms of everything. I realize it's important to respect some people who can do something for you rather than compromise on your values. All this happens to us in the box of learning while we are preparing for the box of work. And when we enter the box of work, what happens? Our values change. Our values change to money, power, and status. This is how I started working and becoming successful. One day, I was very tired, and one of my friends brought me to Bangalore Roastmasters. And it is here what I realized. Hobby is a very important way to I'll request every one of you to have a hobby of your own, so that when you have that hobby, when you are in your leisure to work, you should not bother about money, power and success, but enjoy through autonomy, creativity, individuality. After all, we all have choices. It's not important to live life according to 3 boxes, and also we can combine the 3 boxes. This is what I request you. Combine all the 3 boxes, you will be very happy. You will not be stressful. Now let me go on to persuade to you how to live happily. If you have to live happily, remember your childhood days. Why were you so happy during your childhood days? Because you believed in your first hero. Your first hero, not the Superman, your dad. Father and son, perhaps the most deepest of human relations. Father and son, perhaps the most intense of human relations. There are no words to describe this relationship, because there's hardly left anything in this relationship. According to my opinion, it's a difference of opinion which widens the gap between the father and the son. The gap between father and son is like the gap between name and surname. I often ask myself, and today I ask you all sons, why have you left hugging your father after a certain time? Why have you stopped showing your affection towards your father after a certain time? Why this inexplicable awkwardness towards your father? Why are your emotions only towards your mother, sister and wife? I have difference of opinion with my father. I have a gap between my father, but believe me, psychologically, I want to be like my father. I want to talk like my father. I want to feel like my father. I want to love like my father. My father is my strength, my support, my conscience, my hero. You're my dad. You're my favorite dad. I love you very, very much, Dad. With this, I hope I've inspired each one of you to love your dads. And every morning, I want you to tell to yourself, so that later on you love that old man over there. Thank you, Dad. You're the world to me.